You know somebody moves the needle when people are willing to pay. And some of these ticket prices for these games against the Sky and the Wings are pretty unbelievable and pretty eye-opening.
Would you pay your rent just to watch someone play basketball for 40 minutes? Thousands are doing exactly that, dropping over $3,000 on tickets to see Caitlin Clark live. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, despite her massive social media following, hasn't sparked the same ticket-buying frenzy. This sharp contrast between two of the WNBA's most talked-about rookies reveals something deeper about what drives fan investment. While Clark is filling arenas across the country, Reese is focusing on building her brand through merchandise and a powerful online presence. Their paths to stardom highlight two very different strategies for creating value in women's basketball, with dramatically different results in the marketplace.
So, we talked a lot about attendance last year and ratings, but gate revenue was a massive big deal. All right, people were willing to pay massive amounts of money above the actual ticket value, original ticket value, to get in and watch Caitlin Clark play ball.
That's right, but let me hit you with something even crazier. WNBA tickets are now selling for more than courtside seats at some NBA games. And it's all because of one player, Caitlin Clark. We're not talking about playoff matchups or championship games either. These are regular season WNBA games in the middle of August, and the ticket prices are absolutely jaw-dropping.
There's some ticket prices from August 22nd, against the Minnesota Lynx that the prices are pretty eye-opening. Keep in mind, the closer we get to these games, the higher the price.
Remember when you could watch a WNBA game for less than a movie and popcorn? Those days are long gone, and Caitlin Clark is the reason why. In just 1 year, she's completely reshaped the ticket market. What used to cost $20 or $30 for a decent seat now has fans shelling out hundreds, even draining their savings, just for the chance to be in the arena when Clark takes the court. The shift has been nothing short of staggering.
And of course, most of these teams have already moved games to bigger arenas, because they know what to expect when Caitlin Clark comes to town. But that's crazy.
Tickets for the Indiana Fever versus New York Liberty are now topping $3,433, while Chicago Sky matchups are hitting between $3,322 and $3,460. That's more than most people's rent or mortgage. These prices aren't for playoffs or finals. They rival the cost of a Taylor Swift concert, yet they're for regular season WNBA games featuring a 22-year-old rookie from Iowa. What's truly mind-blowing is that these are just August games, matchups that, before Caitlin Clark, would have had thousands of empty seats.
I mean, you're talking about a hell of a lot of money on ticket prices for these games. And, even some of these other ones, let's see, $756, $791, $1,300, $1,173, $1,000. There's some for $500. Get them while you can.
This economic shift has completely reshaped women's basketball. Caitlin Clark hasn't just made an impact, she's shattered the entire financial model of women's sports. The resale market says it all. Tickets that once sold for modest prices are now going for 10 to 20 times their original value. Women's basketball has never seen anything like this. Clark has created a sense of urgency, where fans are so driven by the fear of missing history, they're willing to pay almost anything just to be in the building.
Caitlin Clark is box office. She is a star. And Angel Reese is to be completely believed that there's no hate. They both get along. They're cool with each other. They're high-end competitors, etc.
This phenomenon goes far beyond headline matchups. Even games against lower-profile teams are seeing ticket prices soar. The Caitlin Clark effect turns every game into a must-see event. Opposing team owners actually celebrate when Indiana comes to town, knowing it's their best shot at a sold-out arena, sometimes for the first time in years. Rival teams are openly thanking Clark for the surge in ticket sales. Her appeal is unmatched, a rare blend of generational talent, electric personality, and a groundbreaking style of play. She's the kind of basketball unicorn fans will one day brag about seeing live.
Angel Reese is now quoted as saying, "I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person." She refuses to say Caitlin Clark's name. "It's because of me too, and I want you to realize that."
Meanwhile, Angel Reese, despite launching her WNBA career with a massive social media following, hasn't sparked the same level of ticket demand.
Caitlin Clark declared for the draft a few months ago. The team knew they were getting a megastar. It's Caitlin Clark. We all know that. They are now seeing that the Clark effect.
While Reese leans into social media buzz and fashion partnerships, Clark lets her play do the talking, and the market has listened. A Chicago Sky game without Clark goes for typical prices, but once the Fever roll into town, those same seats shoot up into the thousands. And the most surprising part? It's not the price tag, it's who's buying. Indiana home games now attract crowds that don't even look like your standard basketball audience. We're witnessing something unprecedented, a player pulling in people who've never watched a full basketball game before.
She's brought a lot of excitement to this city.
Her niece, Robin, lives in Indianapolis and is also a big Fever fan.
It's almost a full house every game. It's awesome to see. Obviously, like restaurants and hotels and everything around the city are getting revenue and stuff from coming to see them play. So it's a great time.
It has morphed into a star-studded mix of celebrities, influencers, families with kids, and even casual fans who couldn't name a pick and roll. Clark's star power has blown past the traditional WNBA audience, turning arenas into red carpet affairs. Remember those eerily empty sections at Fever games? They've disappeared. Now, the stands are filled with faces you'd never expect at a women's basketball game, proof that Clark's appeal is a powerful magnet, pulling in even the most basketball-indifferent fans.
McDonald's commercial where she goes, "Nothing but that." No, that commercial took weeks to make, man. Cause bang! McDonald's be trolling me at this point, cause this is everything but that! Bang! Again! No! Why? What is she doing?
I don't care what none of y'all say, she's my favorite hooper. Look at this soft touch, it's like a pillow.
Bang! You know that Caitlin Clark was more likely to make a three-pointer than Angel Reese was to make a layup? Yeah, that's a real stat. Bang! Just kidding, but it's close though. Last time, 3-ball, butter pecan.
Indiana Fever away games have become the hottest tickets in every city. When Caitlin Clark rolls into town, arenas sell out, concession stands thrive, and fans flock just to see her live. Her presence alone gives the league an unprecedented financial boost for a rookie. Clark doesn't just draw existing basketball fans, she creates new ones. Many can't even name a starter on the Aces, but they're there because she's become a cultural phenomenon. The contrast with Angel Reese couldn't be starker. Reese rules social media algorithms, but her following hasn't driven ticket sales like Clark's has. Reese moves likes, Clark moves arenas, and she's redefining the economics of the entire league.
Expectations are sky high for the 23-year-old point guard. Coming into 2025 in her inaugural run, Clark was instrumental in securing the Fever's first playoff berth since 2016, led the league in assists and three.
The buzz around Clark's sophomore campaign is off the charts. No rookie in WNBA history has generated this kind of excitement. Major brands, media outlets, and fans are all marking their calendars. It's not just about boosting those rookie numbers, it's about whether this cultural juggernaut can keep filling arenas and drawing in viewers who once bypassed women's hoops. Clark's debut was nothing short of legendary. She topped the league in assists and three-pointers. When fans are willing to pay thousands just to catch her live, they're investing in true mastery, a style of play that's already reshaping the game at its highest level.